Okay. Thank you. Let's hear a round of applause for Maribel. I know she worked really hard on that. The events yesterday in Ecuador were really crazy. People should know that some of the reforms that the Correa administration has achieved in Ecuador were, one, removing a U.S. military base.
Yeah.
Woo! That's huge. And actually that's why they're trying to build 7 new bases in Colombia. So removing the military base and joining ALBA and presenting a different alternative to this Washington consensus is being forced down everyone's throat. So it's important that we support democracy in Ecuador. And without further ado, I'd like to open it up to anybody who would like to talk or say a few words, share their feelings.
Hi, I'm Rick Stagenborg. I'm running for the U.S. Senate for the Oregon Progressive Party. We have a lady right over here who's collecting, registering people if anybody wants to re-register for a party that doesn't work for the corporations that start these wars and try to impose Anglo-American imperialism on Latin America and Asia and wherever they can get their fingers in. I want to introduce a constitutional amendment to abolish corporate personhood and make it illegal for these international corporate warmongers to buy our senators and start wars at will. We can't stand for it anymore. It's time that we can take our country back now. We have to reach out to people on the left. We can't just talk to each other. We also have to go out on the streets and talk to people. We need to be here on the streets making a presence. But when we're not here, we can still make our presence known. Talk to your neighbors. It doesn't matter if they're liberal or conservative or Republican or Democrat, or if they're truly progressive. You can still talk to them because we're all Americans, and those of us who aren't Americans are welcome, and we can talk to them too. This is a worldwide effort to end fascism. I'm also the founder of Soldiers for Peace International. If anybody would like to talk to me about either my Senate campaign or Soldiers for Peace International, please come up to me after this. Thank you.
Anybody else want to say something? Can I talk? You guys want to say?
Any staff people want to say? You guys want to march around? Yes.
Yeah.
March. Let's march. Anybody want to lead the chant?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, I've been coming out, to these anti-war demonstrations for almost 8 years, and I'm marching all kinds of, people, anarchist activists, all kinds of stuff, and I think, the message, should be related, to our current president, regardless to, we cannot stand for bombing, for drone attacks in Pakistan, or these other, future wars. We have to put our foot down. We have to force Obama. We have to force the Democrats, for change in American imperialism. We cannot just sit back and we cannot sit back and do nothing and wait for Obama. We have to demand him. We have to hold his feet to the fire and demand he do what he promised, or we will give him the same treatment as Bush.
That's right.
Part that I meant to say that I think is really critical to a lot of this, and that's one of the most vulnerable communities here in the United States that deals with raids, arrests, and this kind of intimidation every single day, and that's the Muslim American community. And I think when we see this kind of stuff, Muslims in the United States every day have to live with the media, with our politicians, and with those in power trying to say that every single Muslim and connecting Islam with terrorism. So I think that's one of the communities that we have to think about when we're talking about this stuff and stand in solidarity with, because that kind of logic is what allows all of us to be vulnerable. I'm going to do a couple chants real quick. And when I say hands off, you say, or wait a second. I say hands off, you say activist. Hands up! Activist! 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 Hands up! Activist!